gentlemen, Endless here, and today I'm going to show you Vainglory's new map, Sovereign's Rise. 3.0 of Vainglory has just been launched, and they have now officially made the switch and the launch of their 5v5 game mode. And let me tell you, the map is absolutely gorgeous. The artwork team at SCMC has done something simply amazing to be able to accomplish something like this on a mobile device. This is everything you see here is on mobile, not PC. It's not one of these great expensive hardware you have to buy in order to see this beautiful artwork. But today's video, I'm just going to go ahead and walk through and show you some of the features, show you some of my favorite parts, new objectives, the jungle, and just everything that you can expect when you jump in on the Sovereign's Rise. As you can see, the backside of the sanctuary here as we go down this left side of the map. There are 3 lanes now. Like I said, the traditional 3v3 Halcyon Fold only had the one, and now we have made the transition into a traditional 5v5 MOBA. We can see there's a lot of statues, turrets here down the middle. There's some flowers here in this bed with some butterflies, as you can see. So like I said, the detail, there's some moving parts without this map that just make it really amazing to look at. If we go over to the side here, we can see even more when it comes to what they did on the edges. The edges of the map are some of my favorites. As you can see, the background here, you can see like there's like the city back there, the shadows of that, and what else is on the other side of the Sovereign's Rise. Here, as you can see, if I zoom in, we have the river that flows off the edge of the map, and it's just some really cool shots you can get here as we see the minions battling out in the middle. I'll show you more of the minions later. If I can span back over here, let me zoom back out. I'm going to go back to the other side of the map, follow the lane back down as we get the overview once again of what it looks like. We're going to do a little rotation. We see a Reza chilling in the base there. But we're going to go ahead and look at the other side here. As we can see, the vein crystal here, the new armories, which are the protection of the vein crystal. The minions do spawn out here. So as we go down the other side, kind of just like the other side of the map here, if I can switch and zoom out, there we go. We're going to go down, see more statues, the flowers, the trees, the flame on these torches. There's just a lot of cool like moving parts that they were able to put in on the map. The rocks on the edge all the way down to the other waterfall. And as we can see here, there are the new minion captains that were put in. They have a samurai gear on and the flags to show which team they are fighting for. Those are going to be worth more gold, and I think they're just a really cool part when you see them marching down their lane. And yeah, I think this is one of my favorite parts of the map, is the river that flows throughout the middle jungle. We have the different locations of jungle camps and where the minions and the creatures do spawn in the jungle, which I can go ahead and switch over to my hero and start moving around the jungle and show you what that's all about. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump in with Reza here and let's explore some. I'm going to buy boots and that. Don't really need this right now, but we're just gonna go ahead and explore the jungle real quick and show you where some of the main things are that are on the Sovereign's Rise, of course. Right here we're going to have the weapon buff. We do have weapon buffs now in the Sovereign's Rise that are going to give each hero that picks them up when you capture it. I'm going to try to capture it as quick as possible and be able to show you that your hands will now be glowing, like you can see there on the treant. The hands are glowing. You'll pick that up and that'll be yours. It'll give you an increased weapon damage, and you'll be able to give you a slight slow on the heroes you are auto attacking, which would be really a nice feature. As you can see now, I do have the weapon buff. And down here we'll have the healing treants. The small one just gives you gold, and the big one, when captured, will give you actually healing, which down here in your left corner that I'm about ready to pop right now, that is your healing flask. So now you have your healing flask automatically no matter what. It's not an item that you can buy or sell. You have it throughout the whole game, which is really nice. That way you always can use that as a part to heal yourself. As we can see, we do have the turrets here. When you do get in range, they do auto attack you and do quite a bit of damage. So let's go ahead and explore the jungle a little bit. Here we are going to have the river. Now, as you can see, as I'm walking up the river, nothing is really happening, but if I go with the flow, down in the bottom left, you can see we have that blue wing to signify we're on the river, and you can see that I have a movement speed. Not as fast, much faster. Our hero is running down the river, which is really nice. That way, if you are sitting mid lane and you need to run quickly to bottom or top, because as you can see, the top lane also is flowing the way with the river, you can see that you can easily get to your top and bottom lane. It's going to be a big part of the map, and that way you can either support or go gank more and support your top and bottom laner. So it's a really cool feature of Rise, and of course the river does go off. I would like to see, if you die, your body floats off the river, but they haven't added that in. So as we go and explore the minions in the enemy side of the jungle, as you can see, the jungle is split into the 4 quadrants, and you're gonna have the healing and you know, weapon buffs, crystal buffs, which I can show you the crystal buff real quick. The crystal buff on the enemy side is gonna be here at this location. The crystal buff on your side is gonna be here at this location. The weapon buff is gonna be here at this location, and then the weapon buff is gonna be right here at this location. And then the gold treants are going to be located farther back in the jungle. That way it's harder for you to rotate to go get a item that is worth a lot of gold. It's going to take a big commitment for you to get all the way here, or if you look at our side of the map, all the way here. So the minions are definitely placed, the mini camps I should say, jungle camps are definitely placed strategically, definitely with crystal buffs and weapon buffs. So the crystal buffs here, so it's really easy for the laner to move from the mid lane down here to possibly pick up if the laner feels the need and the jungler allows that laner to pick up that buffs. At 5 minutes you will have the river shops that is replacing the jungle shops in 3v3 Halcyon Fold. Now we're going to have the river shops, which right here, now you can get into the shop and buy whatever you need while you were there. It's a really nice feature that allows people to do things quicker, not necessarily need to go home in order to shop or pick up that item that is much needed. Right here we do have that crystal treant that you'll be able to pick up. I'm going to sit right here for a second as we're going to have our first friend join us on the Rise, the first dragon. This is going to be Ghostwing. She is going to be a team-wide buff. Look at her, here she comes. She does jump right in to the Rise at 6 minutes. This is going to be a team buff. If you do capture her, she will help your team overall. She's going to destroy me really fast. Here comes the fire, I believe, right? Nope, still swiping. I'm going to get away. Here comes the fire. Look at that. Does a lot of damage. Ghostwing is really strong. Definitely, oh boy, definitely is going to be important to keep you know, a full team in order to take her down. So the next thing that is really important on the new Sovereign's Rise is the new vision system. It used to be just scout traps and flares, and now we're going to have scout cams, which are going to be, you're going to have 2 of them. Everyone's going to have 2 no matter what. They're going to be able to add vision. You can destroy them by putting a scout cam on next to it. True sight is what you need in order to see it, and then it'll take a couple auto attacks and able to destroy it. You can go to your shop and you can upgrade to the Super Scout 2000. You know, you can hold 3 additional scout cams. It can obtain charges 60 seconds faster, and it has a longer depth. And you also get some flares when you use the scout pack and a scout tough. Extra flares going to help with that extra vision. The next big thing that I want to show you guys real quick is the Fog of War and that new vision element. within the map. As you can see, I have no vision, so as I'm walking around, the fog of war does go away. This is again a huge new part of the Sovereign's Rise that allows teams to really focus on vision and be able to have as much vision as possible when it comes to keeping an eye on where your enemies are and being able to maybe sneak away some of these back minion camps when they do spawn and you have vision on them. You can actually prepare for them to arrive. And speaking of arriving, that the next major objective that we have coming into the Sovereign's Rise here is going to be Blackclaw. Blackclaw is the other dragon, and when you take Blackclaw, he does fly up on your screen and will land in the center lane, and he will fight for whatever team has captured him. So it is a really awesome objective in the Sovereign's Rise, and definitely a game-ending objective that if you take him, it's definitely you take him in order to try to push, split push, or try to help win. Hopefully my minions do not win before Blackclaw gets here. We're going to see him spawn right now, and he is pretty powerful dragon. He definitely takes a full team in order to try and stop him. I'm going to try to just do some little damage, but then I'm going to run away because he hurts really bad. But that is Blackclaw. He looks awesome. He's definitely a very fierce dragon. He is the counterpart to Ghostwing. She is the lovely female of the Sovereign's Rise. I'm going to try to see if I can come up and join my minions in destroying the Vein Crystal. But as you can see, the Vein Crystal here is has its defense to it. It can auto attack, it can stun. If you happen to stay in the middle, it will probably switch to me here and try and stun me with one of its attacks, which will be these little you'll see that auto attacks on the ground right there. They were, and it stunned all those minions. So it's a really cool new feature where you can't just backdoor as easy on the Sovereign's Rise. It definitely, again, it's going to take a full team effort. You have to take down these armories right here. Look at it here. If you destroy some of the armories, the defense, as you'll see, will disappear on the crystal. As you see, it's getting weaker and weaker, and we are about to win. But that is my video for an overview of the Sovereign's Rise. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you do not have Vainglory downloaded yet, definitely go ahead and download it so you can jump into the Sovereign's Rise and start playing immediately. And I definitely think you guys will enjoy it. So I hope you enjoyed this video.